This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. 48 Sports College Football. I'm Bruce Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Collins and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Throws to the tight end. Nice man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
The incompletion on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Down in the backfield, he'll lose a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Handoff to the lone back. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. Now facing a 3rd and long. On the run, it's Edwards. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall, their own opening drive. A really nice job there on the run, third down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
1st and 10 from their own 17. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Warren. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Morgan. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. They're going to throw it again. They're setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. They just gassed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held onto it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box and more guys to the run. They'll be opening up for the passing.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Warren. Pass on the way, it's picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense into this football.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback pulled up and sacked at the 12.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up. Regardless of what the pass protection was, sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run clean like that.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Pressure coming. Now he's going to break the pocket. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Halted in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. the Michigan offense back on the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move.
Afterburners coming. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
A strike downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. The pitch. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Beavers with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feel this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Got it in the middle. It's Hankerson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And right down the middle. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with the lone back. Crosses the 30, he's going. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their bodies on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Warren. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
Now, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
On the option. He'll toss it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was throwing to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
They had a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive game. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
No, it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll pull it on the read. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That 1st down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
On 3rd down, going up top. Unleashes one. And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. They want to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Loveland. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Giving him his pass. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverine.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call.
Okay.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The touchdown now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Got it set up on the outside. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. So much for jumbo sets. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 2. Looking for a man. It's McCoy. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his production.
No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The kickoff team out there getting set. Set to advance on the ball. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You can tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
They'll run the option. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. A third and long coming up here. Looking downfield, it's Warren. They're trying to get to it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Returner goes out of that.
Takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for that.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll run the option. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's McCoy. And they're him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
Those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all day.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. On second down, he's looking downfield. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them.
He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Beavers will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They'll run play action. Going deep. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Man, what a missed opportunity for the defense. You're always trying to get overthrows and tips. They got the tip there. You got to secure the interception to make the big play, but it just falls right through his hands.
Looking for room. It's Edwards. Oh, he left him grabbing. He's loose. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Wolverine. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Add those stats, young fella.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Hankerson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 3rd and short, they'll give it to the tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
It's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up at a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. He tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking downfield, it's McCoy. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
It's a nice job by this defense. I understand what's like keeping this football. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. Got that sucker.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Got some work to do here on 2nd and 8 from the 20. Running it to the right. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the middle. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Oregon State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. This should be the last play of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
6-9-1, Gators spark.
Here's the handoff. Got a little space. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Michigan. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And to have a rushing touchdown on that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs managed. But the way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he breaks into the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Throws to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, that's not the second missed field goal for this kicker. And I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Wolverine. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind them, and you can see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The option look. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
To the air, it's McCoy. Floats it out in space. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Now the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. And finally, David, to get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He makes the connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. pistol. Now on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what they want. What a play by the defensive end.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. Watch the linebacker. You can tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
Back to throw. It's McCoy. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Perfect timing. Got that right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Let's go. Right. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Let's go. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for 6. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for the defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Okay, ready?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.